This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, the Waterville man accused of killing his co-worker at Damon's Beverage and then fleeing the state only to be involved in a police-involved shooting in Arkansas has been treated and released from the hospital.
20-year-old Spritel Hubiak is now in the custody of the Greene County, Missouri Sheriff's Office. Hubiak is accused of killing 52-year-old Angela Bragg of Waterville. Another employee found her body on the morning of December 28th. He fled the state and was eventually found by law enforcement on New Year's Eve sleeping in his car in Flippin, Arkansas. Police say Hubiak took off in his vehicle and eventually was stopped with the use of spike strips. He then allegedly exited his vehicle carrying a rifle. Shots were fired, injuring Hubiak, and he was life-flighted to a hospital in Greene County, Missouri. Authorities say Hubiak remains in custody in Greene County on the murder charge, and additional charges may be forthcoming for his actions against the officers in Arkansas. It is unknown when he may be extradited back to Maine to face his charges here.
One person was electrocuted and another suffered electric shock injuries following a crash in Frenchville late last night. State police responded to the crash on Airport Avenue just after midnight. A spokesperson says their initial investigation indicates 20-year-old Landon Willett of Madawaska and his passenger, 19-year-old Curtis Levesque of Madawaska, were traveling in a Ford F-150 when Willett lost control of the vehicle, causing it to strike a utility pole and knock down power lines. Police say both managed to get out of the vehicle, but Levesque started walking back toward the truck and tripped on a downed power line, which electrocuted him. Willett also suffered an electric shock in the process of trying to help Levesque, which caused minor injuries. First responders tried to revive Levesque, but were unsuccessful. State police say speed and icy road conditions are considered factors in this crash.
Switching gears now, lawmakers on the Government Oversight Committee are calling for reform and solutions to help address Maine's child welfare crisis. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard was there and has more on what lawmakers say needs to be addressed.
Well, I think it's been great to see how most folks are on the same page, regardless of party or chamber. And I think we're looking at some real progress here.
In politics, even in Maine, it's not often that you find issues with bipartisan support. Protecting Maine's children is one of those issues. During the off-season, Maine's Government Oversight Committee has been meeting weekly to get to the problem of Maine's child welfare crisis.
Members were each asked to bring their top 3 items based on all that we have heard and seen in recent months of intensified work sessions.
One thing addressed was Maine's child caseworkers. Many have complained about work-life balance, pay, and having more cases than they can responsibly handle.
When you listen to these caseworkers come before us, one of the things they would say is, you know, there was be like on a ship that was sinking, there was no hope, there was no anything.
Right now, they're not getting paid what they deserve. The workloads are insane, and that is compounding on our kids and leading to some incredibly bad outcomes here.
Another topic that garnered what appears to be unanimous agreement is separating the Office of Child and Family Services from the Department of Health and Human Services.
When you go through looking through all the states and the size of the departments, Maine has the most departments of any Department of Health and Human Services in the state.
This was the first of what is likely to be multiple brainstorming sessions before the committee presents its recommendations to the full legislature.
But the one thing we can't do is not do something.
At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The No Labels Party has won ballot access in Maine. The legal requirement for an organization to be on Maine's ballot is to sign up 5,000 party members. As of today, they've got more than 9,000 and are now on the ballot in 13 states. No Labels Maine State Co-Chair Justin Scher says, quote, "The majority of us in the middle are hungry for a better choice in this next election and for unifying leadership in the White House that can heal our country's divisions. Getting No Labels on the ballot in Maine brings us a big step closer to making this happen," end quote.
Well, 2 very familiar faces may soon be on the walls of the State House. The State House Facilities Committee voted unanimously today to recommend the commissioning of oil portraits for former Senators Olympia Snowe and Bill Cohen. House Republican leader Billy Bob Falkingham says there wasn't much discussion needed due to the major political influence each senator had.
I think the 2 people that you've asked to be memorialized are it's kind of a no-brainer. I think you could probably get into a debate why, if this person had served enough time or something like that, but those are two of the probably the most famous politicians, certainly in my lifetime, that have been to Washington, D.C., and people, all over the country know those names. So I think we should definitely have their portraits up in the halls.
The Legislative Council is expected to vote on the recommendation sometime next week before it goes before the full legislature for approval.
Volunteer fire departments are just that, volunteers. They give their time and their hearts to the communities they serve, no matter who needs help, and that includes animals. At 7:15 this morning, Liberty Fire and Rescue was called to Lake St. George. Nearby residents spotted a dog that had fallen through the ice about 400 feet offshore, and another near it barking frantically. Fire Chief Bill Gillespie says he and 2 firefighters were able to get out to them. One of the firefighters got in the water and was able to get Pickles, the dog, onto a backboard. They pulled Pickles to a waiting ambulance where they dried them off and warmed them up with hot packs. Chief Gillespie says the other dog, named Whimsy, kept going back to the hole in the ice, so they made a second attempt to make sure a person wasn't in the water, and they were able to eventually rescue Whimsy as well. The dogs have since been reunited with their owner. Chief Gillespie says they trained for cold water rescues and all kinds of emergencies, so they knew exactly what to do.
And that training certainly coming in handy today. Well, changes in the weather can affect your vehicle, so experts are stressing the importance of keeping up with your vehicle's routine maintenance. According to co-owner of Union Street Towing, Nate Wardwell, that means checking your battery, keeping your oil and other fluids at the appropriate levels, and monitoring the pressure in your tires. He says most auto parts stores and mechanics will check your battery at no cost, and most importantly, he advises people to slow down and be extra attentive when navigating through wintry conditions.
Plan ahead, give yourself some extra time. Don't be in a hurry. Whatever you're going to is going to be there when you get there. So slow down, take your time, and get there safe.
Wardwell also suggests keeping a warm blanket and some water in your vehicle in case of an emergency. Definitely something that's important to remember. I have a couple of blankets in my car, and I almost always have at least one bottle of water. So those words ring true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you haven't gotten your battery checked, now's a great time as we're entering these really chillier temperatures.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of temperatures outside, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast.
All right, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Let's start here. The advisories are now posted, or at least going up now, for our next system getting in here on Sunday. That is a winter storm watch to the west of us that could expand in our direction throughout the day tomorrow for snow arriving late tomorrow night, but more so on Sunday. Today, though, high temperatures up to 24, 19 only in Millinocket today, 24 also for Bar Harbor. All right, so the wind out there today out of the northwest around 10 to 15 miles per hour, making temperatures in the upper teens to low 20s feel much colder. We'll have low temperatures in the teens across the area tonight. Lots of clear skies across the area today. It was a chilly one, though, wasn't it? And then tomorrow, though, we'll have increasing clouds, and here comes our next system over here. That's going to bring us a pretty good chance for some snow, probably late tomorrow night and then throughout the day also on Sunday. Our forecast tonight looking at mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies, low temperatures in the teens. Your full forecast is coming up.
So if your car battery is a little low, that overnight is not going to be kind.
No, now's a good time to get that changed out.
Yep.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at 6 with snow in the forecast, we'll hear from some businesses who've been clamoring for some of the white stuff.
And we'll speak to the hardworking members of the Lincoln Public Works Department ahead of the storm. More of those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. All things basement-y. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete leveling, and gutter installation. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
Welcome to the Orono Arcade, your local, affordable destination. We want to provide you with the best experience we can without costing a small fortune. Our ever-popular 9-hole blacklight mini golf course is a huge attraction. Plus, we have the best arcade video games to choose from, including both modern and retro games. We have weeknight specials consisting of... We look forward to seeing you soon at the Orono Arcade.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Hi friends, I'm Jim Culberson, president of New England Bible College and Seminary. Do you sense the call to become more fully equipped to serve Christ? We offer accessible, affordable education ranging from early college for high school students to standalone classes, 4-course certificates, and degree programs for adults. Courses can be taken in person or online. Visit us today at nabc.edu.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. With snowfall expected this Sunday, some are hoping it will finally stick. Our David Ledford spoke with local businesses about how they've been dealing with the lack of snow this winter and how they're feeling about the upcoming storm.
The sounds of plow trucks hitting the roads and snow shovels scraping the ground are usually commonplace during Maine's colder months. However, winter across the state has been relatively quiet. For businesses that sell winter weather gear, more snow means more revenue. And because of that, some say that the lack of significant snowfall this season has been challenging.
Well, without the snow, it affects a lot of businesses. Without that, in this particular market, it does affect the business in this area.
We've definitely had a slower start to December. We rely on it. It's an industry that relies on snow to make money.
Now, with a storm on the way, they're hoping to see more than a few snowflakes.
I'm hoping for snow. I'd definitely like to have plenty of snow.
Looks like we might get a little snow. It's not going to be enough to get the trails to where we need them to be to get out and ride. But as soon as we get that big snowstorm and people know that there's riding and trail conditions are better, they're going to buy and they'll get out there and ride.
Bangor lawn and landscape owner James Gallant says a slower start to the season can make it more difficult for plows to tackle the snow.
You got to have the equipment operating and running to work out any quirks every year. So if we have a big storm in January without any warm-up storms, it can be for a difficult 2 or 3 days.
But he's still hoping for the best.
They say if it snows late, it snows great, so.
In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
If it snows late, it snows great. I like that. Alrighty, well, whether you're watching the snowfall from the comfort of your own home or behind the wheel trying to get somewhere, we rely on our public works departments to help us get through a storm. Our Doug Banks visited Lincoln's Department of Public Works to find out just what it takes to do that.
8 dedicated routes spanning 84 miles. Lincoln's Public Works prepares when winter weather is unpredictable.
Typically, if we work all night clearing snow, then the following night we would haul snow off. So sometimes it is a 24-hour time frame before the snow is hauled off.
Utilizing their fleet of trucks with a variety of plows for any condition. Averaging 32 deployments per year, the team doesn't stop until they hear,
"Scrape them off and sand them in." That means the snow's finished, we're going to finish plowing, and then we're going to sand our roads in.
4,500 yards of sand with a little forced perspective stands eye to eye with Mount Katahdin. But over the course of winter, all this sand will be strewn across the town's roadways.
The crew that we have now here in Lincoln is a seasoned crew. There's no rookies on board. Guys do a job. It's like a well-oiled machine. This is a really good crew that we have here now.
In a line of work that calls on sacrifices, pride is felt by seeing the finished product.
The day after a storm or 2 days after a storm, and Main Street looks like it didn't snow at all. And there is some satisfaction to that.
In Lincoln, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And we are very grateful for all of the folks in all of our communities who do that work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is really an around-the-clock job, so
Yeah.
thank you all.
All righty.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, the Salvation Army in Bangor is running low on some crucial non-perishable food items. Find out how you can help.
And in sports, our Tyler Cruz is live in Portland for Cooper and Ace Flag's homecoming game with Montverde Academy. We'll have that story right after the break.
Healing Hands Massage in Hamden provides professional massage services tailored specifically for our clients. Healing Hands Massage offers a variety of different massage techniques and services. Healing Hands Massage also offers spa services such as facials, body scrubs, and paraffin wax for the hands and feet. Are you looking for a day of relaxation? Healing Hands Massage offers outstanding packages at reasonable rates. Whether you're looking for relief from chronic pain, stiffness, or just want to treat yourself to a day of relaxation, Healing Hands Massage is the place for you.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is WVII Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At WVII Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
George and Heidi use Verizon. Dan and Tina have Spectrum Mobile. With Verizon, George and Heidi pay way more for their 2 unlimited lines. With Spectrum, Dan and Tina get 1 unlimited mobile line for $29.99 and their second line free. And with Spectrum, there are no added taxes or hidden fees. Dan and Tina save big, over $1,500 in savings. So George and Heidi, what do you think?
We're switching to Spectrum.
Get 1 unlimited line for $29.99 and get your next line free. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
From different backgrounds,
in different places,
we can all choose a path. The University of Maine system.
With universities and campuses across the state.
Puts college within reach.
For everyone.
With more than 100 degree programs.
Your future is here.
You can enroll directly at one of our universities.
And community college students can complete their degrees.
Because no matter where you are, your new path starts here.
University of Maine system.
Say yes to college.
Say yes to your future.
Now, with so much on the line, more Americans are turning to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight than any other newscast across all of television.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight at 7 at Portland's Cross Insurance Arena will be Cooper and Ace Flag's homecoming game with Montverde Academy, one of 2 in this weekend's main event. Our Tyler Cruz is live in Portland ahead of this matchup. Tyler, what's up?
Hey Ryan, thanks. I am here at the Cross Insurance Arena in Portland for night 1 of the main event by Made Hoops. Cooper and Ace Flag making their homecoming to the state of Maine, their first time playing an official game in Maine since March of 2022. That was in that building when they won the gold ball with Nokomis over Falmouth. Speaking of Nokomis, they are playing right now. A little appetizer for us, Nokomis versus Coney. Warriors lead 29-27. We are in the third quarter, and then at 7:30, Montverde Academy will tip off against Gonzaga College out of D.C. That's a high school team. Should be a good one. The next day we'll have more Montverde, that one at the Expo. So 2 games for the Flag brothers in Maine this weekend. We will talk to them. We'll have sound from both Cooper and Ace, plus some highlights of the game later tonight at 10 o'clock. But for now, I'm going to get back here, and we will send it back to you, Ryan, in studio.
Thank you, Tyler. We'll have highlights on Friday Night Fast Break later on tonight. Okay, let's stay with some hoops now. Brewer girls have a new head coach and have shown some promise early on. Her chemistry with her assistant is giving them a boost. It is her brother, after all. Here's this week's Hardwood Spotlight.
It's always been something we've talked about and been excited about since we were kids.
When it comes to bonds between head coach and assistant, there may be none better in Maine than sister and brother Tana and Tyler Ross.
She asked me to be assistant coach with her, and I couldn't say no to that.
Tana, a former UMaine Black Bear, is in her first season as head coach for Brewer girls basketball, and choosing Tyler as her assistant was a basketball choice, and it's been great for both of them.
I've coached boys basketball for the past 10 years. Coaching girls is a big difference, but I'm learning a lot.
I need that someone that's like, oh, this is something else we could be doing. And he's like one of the people that I trust the most in that situation, so it worked out perfect.
And the players agree.
We really needed someone like that, and hearing that both of them will be our coach is just great news. It's really great having them.
But just because they're coaching with each other doesn't mean their sibling rivalry is water under the bridge.
I'll see her give him like a look sometimes, that sibling look.
Growing up, I would always try to win all the arguments because I was always right, of course. I'd try to give my 2 cents, but after a couple minutes, I always just let her win.
Tana, any rebuttal?
He will argue to the death that he's right, but he's definitely usually not. But I've just learned how to handle it better. You just walk away.
Tensions aside, Brewer has shown promise thus far. The Witches are 2-5, but have beaten Class A favorite Hamden Academy and took Class A #1 Camden Hills to overtime.
I think them knowing they can play with anybody is a fantastic feat, so we're just plugging away, getting better every day.
The Witches have been the 8th seed in Class A for years now, but with that mindset and these new coaches, they know they're capable of getting over that hump.
We're just going to get better by playing basketball and competing in close games so we can learn how to win. And I think we're on the right track to doing that.
That's great stuff there. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast.
Here we go. Your full weather is brought to you by Varney Ford, the nice car and truck people. And here we are, the first weekend of January. And up now are advisories for snow well west of us right now, but these will likely expand in some capacity across the region tomorrow as we have our next weather system on the way for late tomorrow night and then throughout the day on Sunday. Temperatures out there today, though, only 19 in Millinocket, 24 for Bangor. It was a cold day today with a gusty northwest wind making it feel like temperatures in the single digits through much of today, courtesy of that west wind gusting near 20 pretty much all day long today. All right, lots of clear skies across the region now. We'll likely keep things partly cloudy overnight tonight, but then increasing clouds quickly tomorrow ahead of our next weather system over here across the Great Lakes right now. That is moving our direction. It's going to have lots of oomph, lots of energy with it. It's going to mostly go south of our region, though, but still some light snow likely in the forecast for us tomorrow night and throughout the day on Sunday. And there's a series of these now. Here's System 1, there's System 2, System 3 over here. So next week looks pretty more active around here as we have more weather on the way. Let's walk you through it. So tonight, no issues at all, looking at partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow's actually going to be mostly clear for a little while, then increasing clouds quickly. Here's tomorrow 9:30 or so, looking at lots of sunshine around, but then increasing clouds throughout the afternoon. We're going to hold off any snow tomorrow, no snow for tomorrow, but late tomorrow night, lots of clouds around, and here's looking at Sunday morning. Here comes the snow, and again, there's going to be some light to moderate snow in here Sunday morning into about Sunday afternoon. That could be a bit heavy at times, especially on coastal areas, down east areas, early Sunday morning. And that's going to take pretty much all day Sunday to get out of here as we have a little bit of snowfall on the way for us, of course. All right, it looks like this, though, on paper. So it looks like a widespread 3 to 6 inch snowfall is on the way. Less as you go north and west of Bangor, more as you go south and east of the Bangor area, up until right along coastal areas as well, and down east areas too. So we'll be shoveling some snow Sunday into Monday. Our forecast, though, tonight, looking at partly cloudy skies, low temperatures back in the teens, but that west wind will still gust near 20, making that 14 feel much colder overnight tonight. For tomorrow, all right, so lots of clouds around tomorrow afternoon after a few hours of sunshine through the morning. High temperatures about where we were today, highs up near 23 or so. So the stage is now set for snow, and a frozen ground is going to fall on late tomorrow night and throughout the day on Sunday. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow's going to be an okay day. There's that chance for some snow on Sunday. It looks like, again, a widespread kind of 3 to 6 inch snowfall across the region on Sunday with some wind in there as well. High temperatures near 24. Monday, 31. So back in the 30s, Monday, Tuesday. And look at Wednesday now. A high temperature near 50 with rain and wind.
All right, so lots of variables in those 5 days.
Yes, yes, indeed. All right, well, there is still more to come, folks. Stay with us.
CEM DP Porter Contractors have been in business for more than 40 years. We have recently added an electrical division to further be of service to our loyal customers. DP Porter specialized in design build for commercial and residential projects. We can assist our customers from anything from lot procurement to helping find a finance company for your project. CEM DP Porter is currently hiring for all positions. We offer competitive pay as well as great benefits. To inquire about employment or construction, please reach out to 848-7486 or visit CEMMaine.com.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota Equipment, the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, with professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or any commercial vehicle, we know how to get you the big money you may deserve.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you.
Tonight, tracking the cross-country storm, plus the wars in Gaza and Ukraine, and growing conflicts in the Middle East. With so much at stake, more Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Of course you're doing well. You're here on Wheel of Fortune.
Let's go win some money.
These contestants are going places.
We're sending you to Aruba, Italy, Scandinavia.
They're moving and shaking.
Let's go.
You could try to make it look a little harder. And getting it done.
Can't you get one more? Yes.
Yes. Here on Wheel.
The perfect place to be. And this is it, right? Right here.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
Welcome back. The Salvation Army in Bangor is looking for some much-needed help. Donations of non-perishable food items are needed to restock the shelves at the pantry. Officers at the Salvation Army told us that in the last few months, they've served between 80 and 100 families on a regular basis. As you can see, the shelves are getting pretty bare. We are told that canned meats, boxed milk, and pasta are in especially short supply right now, but really they need any donations they can get.
Please come to the church, the core buildings, 65 South Park Street. This is where our pantry is and where all the work is done. So, and we'd love to see you. And we'd love for you to see, what your donation is doing to help others. We love giving tours of this building so people can see what we actually do here.
The Salvation Army does a lot more than just provide food to those in need in our community. With the weather getting colder, they also help families with a place to stay or get them oil to heat their homes and keep them warm. Donations are always welcome. Again, you can drop them off at 65 South Park Street in Bangor.
Well, finally tonight, for some authors, it can take a lifetime to get published. So when we saw this group of Old Town Elementary second graders putting pen to paper, well, we couldn't help but be a little impressed. Our Matthew Jaroncic has their story.
Flashback to second grade. Remember the pictures you drew? Your iffy penmanship? Now picture this in a book. This is something Mrs. Keene and her students can proudly say they were able to publish.
Now every well-known author starts their career with their very first published book. Stephen King did back in 1974 with Carrie. Mrs. Keene's second grade class did just that, starting their career publishing the Pollinator Protector's ABC book.
It makes me feel great. I just, can't hold myself still right now. I'm so excited.
The group started working on the book last October, with the name coming from what Mrs. Keene's class is known for.
We are called the Pollinator Protectors. So what we have done is created a way station for monarch butterflies and other pollinators. We have planted milkweed and other native plants.
Working quickly, the class was able to get their book produced by Student Treasures Publishing. And it looks like these students embraced the title of published author with a little bit of swagger.
And when I got used to it was really exciting to do all of the stuff. And when I did all of the stuff, it just felt great.
Sitting with the famous authors, they describe what their favorite part of the process was.
Making the pictures and writing the book. I got to research and write a book.
In Old Town, Matthew Jaroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Wow. What an incredible achievement for that group of students.
I love the topic that they address too. Of course, it's
Yeah.
one that concerns, conservation and sustainability.
Mhm.
And let's be honest, they're just straight up adorable.
I know. I
Yeah.
love the little girl who just couldn't contain her excitement.
Can't contain. Well, I can't. We can't either.
No,
you guys
we
did a
can't.
great job.
Yeah.
Well done.
Great job, everyone.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for us, folks, from everybody here at ABC7. Take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.